boundaries, no remorse, yet he has proceeded morally. He was withdrawn and brooding, and he has stayed that way. I think he's essentially the same person he was when he started out. Richard Schickel told me, I don't think his essential sensibility has changed much over the years. He really will do what he wants to do. And he doesn't really care what other people think. He simply lives his life by his own lights. It's a completely moral life. I've known him since the 60s. He's never disappointed me. I have the highest regard for him. When he finishes one movie, I don't think he really takes any time off, Schickel continued. He's probably thinking about the next one when he's making the one he is making. He just goes ahead. I don't think, health issues aside, I can't imagine him stopping. I think he'll go forever. Those who are really unstoppable as artists, I think like Woody, are a little bit taken for granted. People don't really appreciate the consistent high quality of what he does. So many people falter quite early and fall into their various funks, but he does not. It's an amazing body of work. But Alan remains painfully shy. The most difficult aspect of filmmaking for Woody is people, Ralph Rosenblum wrote. Meeting them, dealing with them, managing them. Socializing, schmoozing, kibitzing are anathema to him. He'd prefer not to be introduced to the sound editor's new assistant, and he will do almost anything to avoid a handshake. Those he gives, watery handshakes, no grip in them at all. Seem to be moments of torture, during which he won't know what to do with his eyes. The concentration is always on his work, and Alan seems to disappoint himself even in that. He has always walked away from what he has succeeded at. It's never good enough, in his own estimation. He didn't let himself be swayed by the passion for acceptance and money. He has turned his back on success in a way that no other major filmmaker has. They would be both unwilling and unable to do it. In terms of early white-hot mainstream successes, What's New, Pussycat? Casino Royale, What's Up, Tiger Lily? Love and Death, Annie Hall, Manhattan. His career can be compared to Alfred Hitchcock's. But Hitchcock loved the hits. It mattered to him to have an audience. In the Truffaut-Hitchcock interviews in Hitchcock, 1967, he shrugged off Vertigo because it was not a big hit. He had success as a producer and director in filmmaking and TV for decades, and he was somewhat addicted to that. Alan's addiction is to the work alone. Alan has constantly segued from commercial hits, Manhattan, to Bergman-esque esoterica, Interiors, to beautiful and heartfelt personal films, Broadway Danny Rose, without batting an eyelash, just as he has constantly experimented with new types and styles of films so that he would not sacrifice his freedom to invent and create something new. He has been aesthetically and thematically groundbreaking in ways that we have tended to forget or take for granted. There's no linear arc to Annie Hall. Alan uses animation in it. He plays with time. He uses a split screen. He breaks the fourth wall. Annie moves outside her body to observe her lovemaking with Alvy. Walking away has been a recurring motif in Alan's career and life. Woody had developed over the years an absolutely killing stand-up act. Mark Evanier recalled. He gave it up. There are other guys with that kind of material who would have lived the rest of their lives off that act. Woody was opening at one point in Las Vegas for someone else. He didn't care about the billing. Very few people in his position would not say, I am not going to take second position on the marquee, it's bad for my career. But for Woody, stand-up didn't matter. He wasn't going to do stand-up for the rest of his life. At that point, it was clear. He was moving toward movies and stage. There was a moment in his career when he was on everything. He was on game shows. He was guest host for Johnny Carson. He was on I've Got a Secret, What's My Line? And there seemed to be nothing he wouldn't do. He was turning up in Playboy all the time, and that all stopped. One day, he was not available anymore. Alan was a hit in Las Vegas, extremely popular with audiences, and he walked away.